was so good. I had sex for so long time, okay? And we took a shower, and I got a blowjob in there, everything. I was just dried up, okay? And she went to sleep, and it was like 2 midnight. I'm so tired. I was just laying there on the sofa, okay? I was so tired, and this show came up. It was so freaking good. I felt like I was sitting there with Bug and Chuck, and we were watching movies. It was just, oh my god!
Bug has sex for so short time. WAPPED 41. Hell yes, brother. Oh, with that badass intro music. Was there ever a time like the 80s for awesome movies, for cocaine allegedly, for Hulk Hogan's intro music? This WAP, We Are Pinball, episode number 41. A very special episode, not only with myself, Don, and Jenguez, but also Bug and Tussle here from Spooky Pinball.
How you doing?
How you guys doing?
I actually heard there was a lot of cocaine involved in the early days of pinball.
I mean, have you seen Future Spa? I mean, come on. Yeah. Have you seen those shows, like those border security shows where they're wiping down people's bags and chemically identifying them? We should do that with those games from that era. I bet we'll come back with all kinds of crazy stuff.
Some of the pure stuff is still baked into those cabinets.
That could be what's missing from pinball today.
I've mentioned it, but we're cowards and we won't try anything.
Yeah.
We have energy drinks and we're like, we better cut it down.
Yeah, I was gonna say I get to like 2 energy drinks a day, and I'm like, listen, you got to focus on your health, bro.
Yeah. We gotta take
Ghost glass. We've had yayo glass forever. We're already off the rails. Hi, Jenkins. How you doing?
Yo, I'm doing perfect. I'm so happy we have got Team Spooky on the show now. Number 41. We want to do this earlier, but we're happy this is happening right now. So usually when we have guests over, we always say, who's your daddy and what does he do? So we know about Bug's dad and what he does. That's awesome. But Luke...
Oh boy!
My dad doesn't do it. Well, he was probably pretty cool in the 80s, huh?
Yeah. He was part of the 80s.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was probably the cocaine in the 80s.
If you see a guy rolling around between towns who kind of looks like Ted Nugent,
he rattle canned Eat the Rich on his car at one point.
Yeah.
So
Rattle can.
He did. He rattle canned teeth on his car. Yeah, it's the whole thing, man. I grew up in the redneck world, like.
Okay. I just want to know, because we're sitting here, Buck, what's your dad's name?
My dad?
Yeah.
Charlie, but Charlie. He's Charlie, right?
Charlie. So we're sitting here because of Charlie, right? I have got this t-shirt on because of Charlie, right? Mm-hmm. He started all this for maybe about 10 years ago. I just wanna know, when he came home late one day and said to you, to your sister, to your mom, I'm going to start a pinball company. I'm going to drop my job, everything, and I'm going to start building pinball machines. How did you react?
I actually still remember the exact spot I was standing in the living room, and I'm not making that up. And my response is not just made up to be funny. Like, I remember where I was standing, where he was standing, the table next to me. He was on this really, really terrible throw rug that had like all these like raised 3D circles on it because he was trying to do this like 50s or 60s diner theme.
That thing lived in your house for a long time.
It was a nightmare to vacuum it too. It just was always covered in dog fur. We didn't even have like basic carpet maintenance down, and he was like, we should start a pinball company. And I was standing there with a bowl cut and some really crazy teeth. And I remember being like, yeah, because like I never disagreed with my dad on anything because I wanted just him to like me a lot. I remember like, I don't know, that sounds really hard and like probably not the best idea. I mean, things are pretty cool right now. I mean, we're eating SpaghettiOs like every day, but I was like, things are pretty great. Like, we got it made here. There's Godzilla on the TV. There's ramen and SpaghettiOs, like a lot of SpaghettiOs in the cupboard.
All my stuff is here.
I don't think this is necessary, man.
You guys have joint custody. Everything's great.
You and Mom are married.
Yeah, right.
So no one said no. You were like, okay, let's do it. It's a great idea.
No, I thought it was a horrible idea. We all told him it was a horrible idea. His pinball friends told him it was a bad idea. His mom, my mom, me, the dog. the pet hermit crab.
Yeah, roll.
Nobody told him to do it, and that's what got him to say,
Yeah, that's why he
I
was
think
interested.
I'll do it. Yeah,
he was
if
like,
everybody would have told him that sounds like a great idea, he would have
bailed.
He would have bailed.
He would have quit in a week.
Sure, he would
And
have
everyone was
bailed.
like, "Hey, dude, this is a terrible idea." He was like, "Say that again, please."
Yeah. Really, none of that has gotten into my genetic habits, right?
Nothing like an Emery.
Yep.
So did you always have pinball machines at home? I mean, did you grow up with pinball?
Yeah, there's a photo of me when I was like barely able to stand, like just figured out how to stand playing Firepower 2. That was the first game we had. There was this company nearby, I think it was called Rich and Junies, right?
I'm not sure.
It was something. They routed games to various areas in the area, and but they didn't really know how to work on them so good. And Dad was very interested in learning how to work on them because he grew up loving pinball. So he would bring them to our house, fix them up, get them working, and it would just be like every single week there was another Adams Family, No Good Gophers, Dracula, T2, and they just were rotating through the house constantly, and he would fix them up.
Well, they let him keep one once in a while, right?
Well, so that was the thing, was the payment, because this is back when Adam's Family was 2-3 grand or something, probably even less. I remember he turned down like Dracula's for 2,000 at this time. Like there's so many games he turned down for prices that he still is mad about. After he would fix so many games, they would just be like, okay, yeah, you could just keep this T2 the next time it comes through. And so that's what we would do, and slowly the basement started filling up, and he learned how to take really good care of the games and whatnot. And yeah, then after he started,
did you play them?
Oh yeah. We played the daylights out of them. I used to watch that pinball documentary, Pinball 101. I think Elwin made that, didn't he?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I do remember the first time when we started playing at the shop, your dad was like, "You need to watch this. You'll be better immediately."
He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. I used to watch that like all the time, and then I'd go out and try the flipper moves from it on games out downstairs and whatnot. And if I had friends over, we all played Elvira for reasons. And yeah.
So, Luke, how about you?
There's two of them.
Luke, how about you? How was your situation? Did you grow up with pinball also, or when did you stumble across pinball?
So I have a total kind of opposite story. I started out doing a lot of engineering stuff and competing in those type of events in high school with no idea that pinball even existed. Yeah, I was. Yeah, come to think of it, I am kind of the nerdier one in that aspect. But no, I didn't do anything. I didn't even know pinball still existed. And then I got to be right before I was about to graduate for high school. My grandma was the village clerk for Benton at the time, which happened to be the same building that the business incubator was in, where Charlie started his company. So he started in this little business incubator unit. And so every day he would talk to my grandma. And obviously I always did a lot. Like I built a lot of projects. I did Rube Goldberg machines that I competed with and stuff like that. And Chuck walked over to the office one day and he's like, "Yeah, I got this whole design's done, but I just need people to build it, and this and that." And my grandma being like my biggest,
"You should talk to my grandson."
Yeah, that's what it was, man. She literally did.
She said.
She literally did. She was like, "Oh, you need my grandson. He'll come in here. He'll fix that right. He'll get those things built like you wouldn't even believe."
He's the best thing you've ever saw.
Yeah. He's an engineer.
7,000 games later.
I was like a high school kid, and I was bored. And I was planning on going into construction. Like I thought I was just going to be like doing construction or pouring concrete my whole life, just some sort of very low backbreaking labor. That's the dream. And,
man, your body is built for doing stuff like that,
Yeah, see, man, everyone was like, "We know where this kid's headed. He's not going to college." Yeah. Everyone's like, "We know what this guy's going to do. He's going to carry heavy stuff around."
I've seen this one.
Yeah. So she calls me and she's like, "Hey, you need to come in and see this guy." And yeah, I walked in and he was like, "Hey, you want this job for like $10 an hour?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll put them together for a while. I don't have anything else to do." Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of slowly, I had no idea. I went in my first day. I was like, he's like, "Okay." He had all these boxes of parts on the floor. Like the whole room was just his computer. And then he was just surrounded by this mountain of parts and like 2 tables and some screw bins.
Wow.
And it was a weird plan. Um,
So you were there from the beginning.
Oh yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Wow, that's so cool.
he started it. What did he say? Like 12 months before that.
Yeah.
So he quit his job, and then he went because he was like, "We're never gonna get this done." I'm tapping the table, messing up, but we're never gonna get this done if I don't just go like full time, 100% commit. Which I mean, respect him for that. He quit his job with no salary coming in.
Genius.
No
Yeah.
money saved
No
up.
savings account first.
No savings account.
Yeah, zero. I mean, this guy was like, he ate ramen. Literally, he's the stereotypical ate ramen noodles every day.
Yeah.
He would go over and get his 1 square of ramen noodles off the shelf and microwave them every day. And he was stoked when he got his special ramen microwaving bowl.
Oh,
That's-
those were so
Do you
cool.
remember those?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that was new. I really thought we were going places.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
wow, this pinball thing's really working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We dedicated
He
ramen.
was like running like banners and decals for the village. Even
3D printed parts.
He
There
did
was-
the police car decals.
Yeah. For that
anything.
first 12 months, he didn't sell
Mm-mm.
anything. I mean, we were literally printing 3D printed parts for this company in Schulzberg, like
Yeah.
10 minutes over. They paid the electricity bills for a little while.
Yeah.
And like you said, banners, decals, any like small favor.
Yeah,
we could
antennas
literally
Antennas
do.
Plus. He was 3D
Antennas
printing
Plus,
stuff
yeah,
for them.
yeah.
He was just doing like any little thing he could do to get that minimum rent on his unit paid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
So from that time, how many years did went past by before you bought Corvette cars?
Well, Luke and I haven't bought any.
I
Corvettes.
don't have any Corvettes yet. That's
No,
what
so-
huge disappointment in the
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grandma promised me
Yeah.
Corvettes.
She's like,
Hey,
"Go in
come
there and you
on.
build those machines and you'll have a Corvette before you know it. Next year,
Exactly. So your engineering skills, have you used them while building these machines? What have you done in there?
Oh yeah, so it didn't start out like that at all.
No.
It was like I started assembling them. My first day in there, I go in there, and that's when I found out Chuck was not the best teacher in the world either.
Amen.
'Cause I-
You went in there, Buck, were you there from the get-go also supporting your dad's business? So
was
all
there.
three
Yeah.
of you-
I just also had to go to elementary school. Still.
yeah, he was, when I met
I was a
you,
little preoccupied with that, but
you
after
were in-
the bus would drop me off at the shop
he did,
after
yeah.
school. Yeah,
So you were 11, right?
What a story, man.
12. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're
Something like that.
7 years younger than me, and
I
I was
don't know.
18. Yeah, you
Yeah.
would have been 11 or 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Wow.
walked in, and he's first of all, I'm like, dude, there's pinball machines in here. Like, what's going on? Because he had a Terminator as well, T3 or something.
Yeah, there was
What?
T3, and
There's
then
a
I
couple.
started cycling games through
Black
because I
Knight.
started fixing stuff up,
Black
like Guns
Knight.
N' Roses, Black Knight.
But anyway, I walked over and he's like, okay, here's a play field. Here's like all these boxes. If you just look around, you'll find the parts in there somewhere. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what it. He's like, you maybe put the auto launcher on or something. I'm like, I don't know what an auto launcher is, sir. He goes over, gets me this auto launcher, and he sets it down in this play field. And he's like, you screw it in here, basically. And I was like, okay,
Basically.
what would what are some common complications with installing these? What kind of fasteners do you use? Everything like that. And he's like,
Hmm.
oh, well, I thought that's what I hired you for. And that is when I stopped asking questions ever again.
So the first game, which was called America's Most Haunted, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Is that is that a theme in US, or is it just something you came up with?
No, that was totally original. They did
Yeah.
that. They had
Okay.
all that part done.
Yeah,
Okay.
the reality TV show ghost hunting shows were incredibly popular still at the time,
Yeah.
and Ben and Dad were professionals at sitting around and making really dumb storylines and jokes about
Mhm.
stuff, and then they ran with it.
So cool. What theme was the first theme you bought? To
Rob
run?
Zombie.
Yeah.
Rob
That was the
Zombie.
Any
Okay.
amount of money that Spooky Pinball made from America's Most Haunted,
He immediately
we
spent.
put it in Rob Zombie's pocket.
Yep.
Okay.
He's like, I don't know if this thing's gonna last another year, so I better make sure I get the work with the band that I like.
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. But look at right now. But before we come to right now, one last question of the history. When did Chuck say, okay, I want to step I want to step back and let you guys take over. I want to drive Corvettes and you guys can work and give me the money. When did that happen? How did that happen?
Oh man,
It
he
was-
didn't say it.
Yeah, it was not terribly long after Halloween because it sold pretty well. Because the whole time leading up to it, he was just like, "We'll see what happens," because nobody knew what was going to happen. And after Halloween sold, in the first day,
Yeah.
it still took us. I don't want to say dragging him out by the ankles, but
Yeah,
a little bit of dragging out by the ankles. But as soon as he was out the door, he was like, "Oh, okay, I feel pretty good actually."
yeah, he was. So that's the funny thing is he fought it and he fought it and he fought it tooth and nail. And then when he was actually like done, it was like 2 days, and he was like, "Oh man, this is awesome."
Yeah, he was like, "Wait a minute, there's not a concrete wall in my
But
chest
yeah,
anymore."
I still say it was the Christmas. What was the Christmas that he never came back?
There was a Christmas he just didn't come back from.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a Christmas.
he never came back.
Yeah,
I mean, it sounds dramatic, but
no, it was
literally,
Christmas.
yeah.
Rick and Morty, the Christmas before the second summer of Rick and Morty build. He went to Christmas, and I still say he never came back from Christmas. I don't know what broke in him, but and at that point, like pinball is really stressful too. Like you get beat up. You're putting stuff out there that you love, especially Chuck. You're putting stuff out there that you love and things you care about, and they're back in those days, especially there was a lot of hate.
Yeah, there was a lot rougher on the internet side of things. Probably less like protect you when people start jumping you and stuff. And Dad, I mean, the ongoing joke's always been that Spooky Pinball picks their themes from walking over to the movie shelf. Dad did.
Yeah,
I mean, he outright did. That was.
It's also too much. You can't run a pinball company by yourself.
No,
you can't do it. It's not humanly possible.
I mean, Luke and I spread a lot between the two of us, and then spread even more across a few other people as well that really do a lot of the heavy lifting.
Management people that do daily stuff.
Yeah,
and it's still like some days it feels like we're still treading water.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure. And he was taking all that on himself, and he took everything incredibly personally.
Yeah,
because.
Well, he's trying to do shows, and he was trying to do service himself too. He wasn't.
That was crazy.
He wouldn't offload responsibility. So, like every responsibility that he ever offloaded was pretty much me or Bug forcibly ripping it from his hands and being like, "Dude, you can't do all of them." Like he was trying to do the tech support. He was trying to manage code. He was trying to manage
licensing,
like licensing, the trailers,
the game design,
the shows, and
how about code?
Yeah, he was just trying to develop. He was trying to manage all of it, and it was like, dude, you can't. And there's just a Christmas that he went to, and I still say he just never.
So when I talk with other manufacturers, the leaders of other pinball companies, they all say, "Cengiz, pinball is hard."
It is.
How do you feel? Is it true with Spooky also?
Oh, I mean, we've aged. Yeah, Doug's put on 30 years in like 2.
Yeah, my hair is getting thin.
Yeah,
I've done a few videos and clips recently where after I shot it, I was like, "Oh boy, look at the top of that."
Well, you never feel totally secure either. It's always, I mean, every release has got to be a top release. Yeah. We know how pinball is now too. It's like if you don't have the best game of the year, you have nothing. It seems like almost.
Yeah.
People forgets fast. If you don't have a banger, or if the game is not ready with the code, if it's not licensed or approved, people, I mean, 2-3 weeks, it's done and gone. So
and but it's not you always control either. Sometimes so we can sit there and manage a programmer, but if they just don't have it in them, you can see any company that struggles with it. If you get a programmer that quits during a project or just starts sandbagging, you can't do anything about it. I mean, it's just so managing a lot of the stuff. The licensing,
programming.
Yeah, it feels like that every day.
The licensing and stuff. I mean, we don't make those policies. They're judge, jury, executioner.
I can't believe they can come in like halfway through a project and be like, "Oh yeah, no, don't use that guy," and you're but the whole game's built off of
we've had
assets.
Contracts where it says what we get in the contract, and then they're just like, "Yeah, well, that's in there, but we're just not going to do that."
Yeah.
Like, oh.
That's still one of my favorite phone calls with a licensor ever was, "Hey, it says I get this many minutes of footage." Yeah, it also says I get final approval, so guess what? Standing there at the phone, just like,
you're like,
oh.
And I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to have a legal bat? Like, there's nothing.
There's no upside. Like you were mentioning, like even if you take them to court to enforce the contract,
the game doesn't exist now.
Yeah, and no one else will ever work with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, exactly.
So no, it's stressful for sure. Like there's just a lot of things we don't make the rules on, but you have to put you put 200% effort in to make sure you set every single thing up for success with 5 backup plans. And
that's where we are now, is preparing a million backup plans for everything. Because I mean, Luke and I at this point have been hit with about almost every type of thing that can get thrown your way over however long we've been doing it. And so we just preparing backup plan after backup plan for every
people say that too. Like,
thing.
how did you get through this one or deal with this during COVID? And we're like, we've just had so many problems. We know how to deal with them.
We only work with people who aren't used to stuff like that coming up. And so, like, this minor thing comes up where they're freaking out. Like, are you guys worried about that? Like, this could be a huge issue across all the games. Or like,
that's how we roll,
Tuesday,
man,
brother.
Yeah. Like, this is a small thing.
I eat this for breakfast.
Yeah.
But one thing that I really respect about your company, how you handle this. Now you're saying you aged, but I love that Spooky team is a young team. You are present. You are online. You listen to the community. You really listen to the content creators. If there is some critic out there, you take it to yourself. You don't just, feel the defeat. You really come back again with a lot of force, and you just fix any issue, fix any negativity. Your team is such a strong team, and I really love it. I just want to know, because there are a lot of negativity in our beautiful hobby. So how do you guys, when you sit together there and there's something negative out there, how do you guys deal with it?
We used to get pretty upset, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
anymore we're getting fairly immune at this point. You can only hit someone so many times before they're just like
well, and before, I think early on, a lot of the negativity, you and I just agreed, they're right.
Yeah, so that's the hard part too.
That. It hurts when they're right. That's when it really sucks.
That sucks.
When it gets to the point where they're really reaching for something, you're like, okay,
easy.
We hear you.
Off.
We're gonna we'll do what we can to adjust that and get that there for you. But like,
and there'll always be some stuff too. Like, we're never going to be 100% perfect. There's always going to be something we do.
We've gotten pretty good at identifying what's real.
Even if we were
real.
Perfect, someone's going to find something.
Yeah.
But yeah, like during some of the earlier days, it's like someone would say something, we're like, oh man, they're right.
Yeah. I want to buy a Spooky, but here's the 10 reasons I won't. And Luke and I can we swear?
Yeah.
Luke and I are reading that.
Shit,
they are right. Oh, man, those are pretty good reasons right there. We better get to work on those.
I mean, we've always had lists. I've been big. I put it on the bathroom wall before. Just like, these are all the things that people like, feedback that we've gotten that's 100% true that we just have to get right.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's hidden reasons why it can't get right. But most of the problems in pinball are solvable.
Yeah.
They're just difficult, and you have to have creative solutions. And that's when I laugh when a lot of these companies come in and they're like, we're going to do everything perfect. Everything that Stern's doing wrong, everything that JGP's doing wrong, we're going to do perfect on all that. It's like, no, you're not. We're like, those guys have tons of talent, tons of resources, experienced people. If there's mistakes, there's usually a reason for it. I mean, it's just that hard to do. If someone could come in and make the perfect pinball product and just sweep everyone, it would have happened by now.
That happened with Evil Dead. Come on, it was perfect. That happened with you. So, how many times did you move buildings? Because when I talk with Don, he says that now, like last year you have to take playfields up the stairs and build something and take them down. Is all that over now?
Yeah. So that's long gone. We're actually coming up on a year.
With a question. Have you noticed that Evil Dead has had 5,000 plays on multiple locations without problems?
Right.
We're in a new factory, guys.
We're in a new factory, a new process that we designed how we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And that kind of helps with that. Yeah, we're actually coming up on a year now.
Yeah.
In this factory.
And we spent, a year building it?
A year designing it.
Ready before we actually
And this is number 3, right? Move number 3 now.
Oh, more than that.
More than that? Okay.
We're in business incubator, expanded business incubator. We literally cut a hole through the wall
4 or 5,
and expanded our room.
Yep.
And then we moved. We built down the road, moved across the street, added on, built this place, moved in here. So 6.
Wow. Do you still have the old buildings? Do you use them, or have you moved everything to one house now?
Just one of them. We kept the most previous building.
Two. Well, it's technically two down there.
Yeah, it's technically like two. They're connected or
Well,
whatever.
it's converted to a discotheque now.
Yeah.
So how?
The other one.
We have 3 out of the 4 physical buildings that we've built. No, 3 out of 5.
So how is the quality control right now? I mean, what have you done that makes Evil Dead this amazing of a game that just holds up on all the location? Nobody says nothing negative about Evil Dead. It just, what did you do compared to 2 years ago? It's so good.
A lot of answers to that.
Well, it started with more experienced design. So we know now how we can use parts, and we know how we can use parts and design things to last longer and be more robust. We're also just more experienced and intelligent about how we're implementing features into the game. And then that follows with the factory, and then Bug is overseeing production, which is obviously huge. Just I
am selling my soul clearing those Evil Dead games every day. I spend a lot of time out there.
When they do like photo ops, and it's the designers on the line playing the game, it's like, haha, they do that for the first month or whatever. Bug legitimately plays for multiple, like 2 hours per every single Evil Dead that goes out the door.
Respect.
So if you have an Evil Dead, he has played it for at least 2 hours, physically himself in that chair.
So, Bug, let's be honest here. Bug, when you play these games for 2 hours, how many faults do you find from the people that produces them? Do we get some of the games that are just perfect, or do we find something?
It depends on the day and the week and the this or that. Tech support Tori is actually the person who, outside of the tech support, her primary job is get me perfect games to clear. Like when I get to the game, I start a timer, and I don't want to stop that timer. I literally pretend like we talked, like, okay, Joel and Jared
we're pretending
are
we're setting up for a stream.
Flipping out streaming this right now. How's this gonna go? And I start a timer and I play. And if anything comes up, the timer gets stopped. We take the note down, and the timer gets reset. We fix the note.
It's basically like you're pretending this game is being set up for a stream. Every game that goes out the door. And if you have one ball trap, one fault, one anything wrong during that, throw it out. It's not good enough to go out the door yet.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And sometimes Tori gets me a game, no notes. She really does. She's built so many. She's been with us for a long time. She's been with us over 5 years now. So she's gotten insanely adept at getting me really great stuff. But then other days, it's pinball stuff is weird. And I might get a game that's just kind of funky with this or that, or somebody overlooked something that isn't on a checklist, or I noticed that this plastic protector wasn't peeled on the underside of this plastic that was buried underneath the cabin, and it's oh crap. It's like, gotta take this all apart. One of my favorites.
Luke plays them as well, right?
Yeah.
So does he play after or before you?
He plays after me.
He plays after you?
After it goes through my marathon, my Tour de France that I put every game through, I give it the seal of approval. I give it the sticker. And then we let it sit overnight, turned on again. And then the next morning, when the boxing crew is ready to come around and take those games, Luke Peters hops on them and just throws another 15 minutes on each of them.
That's been big as well. So from the time a cabinet gets done, a cabinet or playfield gets done, the playfield goes in the test rig and is turned on 24 hours a day, and the cabinet is plugged in and powered on 24 hours a day. That helped us start to find issues. Like you had a power supply issue. Now we usually find those because by the time a game goes out the door, it's been on for almost 2 weeks. So if a power supply or something or a PC is going to go, usually we're going to catch that before it goes out the door.
I'd say 95% of the time,
like most of the time. If it just goes for 2 weeks and then it decides to blow up, it's, whatever.
Yeah. That's when the customer's like, this is really surprising. We're like,
it is. I'm surprised too,
we can't believe that thing.
So the board system you're using right now, that's your own system, right? It's not a fast board or nothing like that. It's your okay.
So that's been another huge thing. We have an actual high level, used to work for the U.S. military board engineer doing our board engineering.
He doesn't like when we say that.
Yeah, I know.
We still do it
it's
anyway.
His qualification though.
Are you updating your system, or will it be the same as Evil Dead?
Updated constantly. We're probably two revs just this year.
Oh yeah, just this year. The Warden Rev itself is on like 9, 10.
Yeah. So every board problem or possible issue that we can hunt out, we're fixing actively now, which helps. We have an actual full-time board engineer in high level one. So I think our board system's eventually going to be up there with the best in the industry, if not the best in the industry, just because of the continuous revision there. And they've come a long ways. I mean, if you compare our board in Scooby to where Evil Dead's is right now, it's not even close.
Yeah.
It's so much
That's
better.
nice. That's nice. So, my friends and I, when we play pinball, when we talk with each other, we dream about it's 2025. We have internet, we have cameras, we have everything ready to go.
I love internet cameras.
Yeah. The thing most of us are wanting to implement in pinball machines is actually at the screen, have a little camera like maybe JJP, and then go online. Your games can also go online, right? And make a system so I can play Evil Dead
against someone else.
Against Dawn in Wisconsin.
I will bury you.
I don't know. We're not going to be the industry leader in that.
Live, watch each other. Is that a possibility in the future? Have you been thinking about stuff like that?
Yeah, we watched that. I watched that probably more closely than almost anything. I'm just curious to kind of see where this whole tech thing goes. We do have on our next game a first time technology that hasn't been done in pinball. To my knowledge, I don't think it's been done in pinball. No, you know about it.
I mean, technically.
Tell me about it. I know all the pinball machines.
It's like a part of our system. I guess it'll be part of our platform. I can't really say too much more about it right now, but yeah, we do have that type of innovation that hasn't been done before coming.
So you're talking about the hand that reaches out of the coin door?
Yeah, that one.
Nice.
We're gonna have probably our first couple releases into that more side of things coming up this year. So
I guess I was thinking about this, like what frontier is left like in pinball that needs to be maximized, it's not currently taken advantage of. Like when the last Stern DMD came out, like that was the epitome of technological success. And then Wizard of Oz came out with like a 1080p 55-inch screen. It was like, oh, you could do this in pinball now. And now all of a sudden we have LCD screens. Like, is there something else that we treat as like, you know, probably as good as it's ever going to get, and then there's going to be some huge leap next?
Well, you got to be careful too, because pinball is very specific to not being changed too much as well.
You can change a certain too fast, too quickly.
Yeah, if you change it too fast, or there's certain core things that you just don't change, or people are just going to really.
You're not going to cut the cabinet in half to make it more streamlined.
They are not going to like that. I could tell. Call me. I will pre-tell you they're not going to like that.
That's me teasing Chris Turner.
I really like him. He's a great guy to help us and everything.
But talking about innovation, you have done some stuff. You delivered this year a white body game that was jam-packed for under $10,000. So you did something. You did something that no other company can deliver. So it is that is innovation. That is, next step. You delivered one of the most amazing toppers in the history of pinball for like $1,400 or something. That is taking it to the next step. Yeah. So bravo. It's so cool that you have done it. But the next game. So before we talk about the next game, what number production are you at right now with Evil Dead? Are you about to be done?
About to be done? Oh my gosh. I got a long weekend. This gave me a stroke. I believe we've boxed somewhere between 370 to 380 is where we're sitting right now. We're producing at just a tick under 100 games a month at the moment.
Wow.
Technically, some months it's more than that.
I say there's weeks I throw extra things into the production line, and
some months have 5 weeks too.
Yeah, some months have.
And that 100 games a month isn't 100 Evil Deads either, because you got the other games scattered in there.
Well, right now it is.
Yeah, it's mostly Evil Dead.
He's got people coming in on Friday. We're 7 Looney Tunes behind right now, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We sold all of our Looney Tunes stock. We rebuilt Looney Tunes stock like 4 times. And we are completely out of Looney Tunes stock again, and 7 orders behind on fulfilling them, which will hopefully get remedied in the next few weeks. But he's got Looney Tunes being built on like Friday right now.
I have a crew of a few guys that are savages that I bring on Fridays to just smash through those things. And we started off this summer with okay, like we're gonna expand Evil Dead production twice. I know that. Good thing I have a bunch of Looney Tunes in stock, bunch of Scooby Doo, bunch of TCM in stock. And then a few weeks into the summer, all of that disappeared, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
We have one outstanding TCM order as well.
Yeah,
we're oversold on. Yeah, we're oversold on our stock already. So
yep.
When you have full house in any given Friday, how many people are there in there? Are you like 20? Are you 50? How many employees when you have full house?
40 between the two buildings?
I was going to say, in Benton, between two buildings, it's probably about 40 people now.
Yeah, probably. The whole company is probably 50 humans across the globe.
I bet it's, maybe even a little bit more if you count like contractors and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because even artists. And
animators, musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figure 50 to 60 people trying to make the wheels turn here at Spooky Pinball.
It's funny, we have like close to the same amount of people as we did like during Halloween production. Still a little bit less, but close to the same amount. And we are not building as many games a week as we did in Halloween because Evil Dead just has 3 to 4 times the amount of stuff in it.
Sorry about that.
What's great is that the profit margin didn't increase.
I joke about it all the time because I kept getting pushed and pushed and pushed. It was like even Ben Heck, he was always on me. He's like, "You need more mechs in your game. You need more stuff. You gotta load these stuff." He's just like, "You're not doing enough. You're not doing enough." And I'm like, "Okay." Because that's how I am. Like if they're pushing for it, I'm like, I'm gonna try to make it happen. And Evil Dead was probably when I was getting the most push from the team in general, where they're like, "This thing needs to be everything," and I'm like, "Okay, assholes." Like, I'll do it. I'll do it. I went on like a 1-month bender, and I come back, and they're looking at it. Ben looks at it, and he's like, "Oh, I think you guys got to cut some stuff out of here."
Yeah.
Oh no!
Every game design we do, Ben's like, "You can take some of these targets out over here," and we're like, "Nah."
Once a month now,
doing it.
Ben texts me and he's like, "You really need to scale back." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're feeling real like an asshole right now." He's like,
guys, this is so awesome. I want to ask you about how you guys do it when you're designing a pinball machine. If you take a theme, like, I don't know, Terminator, do you watch the movie like 200 times and you two just sit down on a paper? Or how is your design going on from the get-go? Is it you two only, or how do you do it?
It is all over the map. It depends on the project too.
Because there's certain projects each of us have special knowledge or attachment to.
Like the next game, Bug really wanted to do the layout, but Evil Dead, it's kind of all over the place. During Evil Dead, everyone was busy for the most part. We had to get it done, so I just kind of went. I will just consume caffeine and go on 2-3 week long benders and just
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Just draw CAD. So that one kind of, that's how we did that one. But the next one, that one was mostly Corwin on the physical aspect.
Then the one after that was a conglomeration of the three of us.
The following game is probably the most team-oriented game we've done.
It was mostly just you, me, and Luke Peters.
We got in a room and we just started screwing ball guides down to a play field. And
we don't really keep good track of this stuff because we just don't care about who had what idea.
So we don't get like super
we're not attached to the whole credits thing. That's actually in Halloween. That's why the game design was labeled Chorus Barloff, because Luke and I were, especially at that time, incredibly anti slapping names on certain things and whatnot, because people get so carried away with it.
Yeah. Everyone makes lists too. One of the things I really like to do is I bring in people, even like Don, and I'll be like, "Okay, we're gonna do this," and he'll have a list of things like these are the must-haves, and then I'll look at kind of everyone's list, and you look for the overlap too. Like if you get things that are must-have for 5 people, and every list has that as a high item on the list, it's like, okay, we definitely need to have this in the game. Yeah, Don.
So it sounds like the upcoming game is designed by Bug and engineered by Luke, or
I do all the drawing, regardless of if I'm doing design.
He does the actual work part of the design. I just stand there and have ideas.
Yeah, he points at stuff and he's like, "Do this."
That's nice.
The hard part.
I did a game. We did a game recently where I spent like 3 months just visualizing it in my head, and I was drawing it out in CAD and everything. And I thought I had this layout just as the most cracked layout ever. It was like, this is amazing. All the shots flow into all of them, and it's so cool. And then I brought Bug in, and he looked at it in the office for like 7 minutes, and he's like, yeah, this can't feed here. This is wrong. This doesn't work here. This sucks.
Such
and
an
this
asshole is
this.
what he's trying to say.
And I'm like,
Oh.
I'm looking at it, and again, this is where we have that different attitude, because I looked at it and I could have been like, no, I worked on this for months. I'm so right and everything. And I'm like visualizing what he's telling me to adjust, and I'm like, shit. All right.
Well, the biggest thing you and I figured out, no one person should have complete creative control over anything, because it's just, it gets out of hand. Like nobody can actually keep anything on the wheels enough by themselves. That way.
No, 100%.
Like neither of us can be left to our own devices for too long.
If I try to make a game completely by myself, it will have some fundamental flaws that are just unreconcilable.
Yeah, it's a team effort, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So when you design, do you have a maximum bill of material where when you reach it, we're done?
Yeah,
how do you guys do it?
Yeah,
we sure have a spreadsheet like that.
We screw ourselves over so bad, because we'll send the whole thing in for approval from licensor, and they're like, "Yep, that's great. That's the game." And we go, "Okay, we better check and see how much this costs us to build that." And then we find out if we're making any pesos that year.
Yeah, I was talking to a person in the industry about that once, and I was like, yeah, we were gonna do this, but I really just want to do this, and you know what, we might not make too much money on that, but it's fine. I don't care about money. I don't, for what we get to do. For me too, like, people whine, oh, I need to have this license or this to have the passion to work on it, or you need to make X amount of dollars. It's like, if you can't come in here and have fun doing what you're doing, making pinball machines, you like, go do something else. You can't have everything. So the money aspect,
that's that plumber concrete.
That's me. I told him, like, well, I don't really care about money. Like, as long as I got the stuff that I want, I don't care too much. And he's like, well, I kind of do. Like, oh, well, I don't know.
You have to remind me who that is after we're done with the interview.
Yeah.
I mean, us from the outside, we feel like when you release a game, it has to work. It has to sell. It has to give you some money at the bottom of the list. If a big company wants to come in and invest in your company, how will you guys react? Will you pump in money and have investors in it? Or are you like, no, this is friends and family?
I have a story for that one.
Okay, let me hear.
This like agency that buys companies or whatever reached out to us.
Oh yeah.
And they emailed me, and they were like, hey, like, we, they help very wealthy people buy more companies, essentially. And they reached out to us, and Morgan passed it over to me. I messaged the guy back. I was like, okay, like, we can have a meeting or whatever, and like I'll have a number prepared or whatever. And he was like, okay, great. And we sat down.
You were like, just to let you know.
I was like, just to let you know, it's going to be above this amount. And he was like, okay, yeah. I'll put the meeting together. And they hooked up a Zoom meeting for me and this guy, and we got in there. Hello, cordial, whatever. 5 minutes of blabber. And he was like, okay, so, like, how much does this bring in this year? This much, blah, blah. And he was like that. And he's like, and what is the selling price? And I told him he couldn't get out of that meeting fast enough, because the number was such an FU number. Like, as soon as I said the number, I saw him sit up straight and grab his mouse and hover the end meeting button, like, getting out of here.
I mean,
you're not motivated by money.
I plan. We sound dumber than we are very financially intelligent, I guess. We have a lot of things going, a lot of plans. Obviously, being in this for 10 years and starting with $0, we understand the finances of pinball very, very well. Deeply. And we set ourselves up to be successful for a long time here and be a secure, stable company and everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I say all the time, like, you would have to really pay me out of this job. Yeah. Like, you'd have to really force me. I hope to someday, I know there's the potential that pinball could kind of go out of style. you know, maybe 25 years from now, maybe none of us will be around. I don't know. We do plan accordingly for that. But if I can be an old geezer still just making pinball machines with my friends, that's what I'll do. You know,
kind of all we are really going for at this point.
I'm planning for success and failure. So,
yeah.
I mean, the way you expand your factories or company or what's it called, you do it in a very intelligent way. You're not just, because some people would say, oh, we have 500 Evil Dead games we have sold, so let's just build more, have a second or third line that just manufactures, but that will cost you a lot of more money. So it feels like you sit down and talk about all of this, which is great, because the last thing we want is you guys to, you know, go under.
No, we probably come off, I guess maybe Don's seen the other side of it a little bit too, but we probably come off as like we're always goofing around and happy and go lucky and everything.
I've seen a lot of sides of you.
Especially my bare backside.
And Don shares everything with me, so be careful.
we are very we are very, very serious financially about the security of the companies and things that we do.
That's nice.
We tend to bite off more than we can chew either, and I think that's pretty pivotal.
That's the proper thing to do. Absolutely. So, Luke, when are you going to marry Morgan?
I should have told her this is the question I didn't want.
We got into the question part. All right. That's a great way to kick it off.
Coming at me. Dude, I get it from all sides. I'm just gonna have to give in to the peer pressure at some point or something. They're like, why'd you get married? I'm like, everyone yelled at me.
He's gonna propose to me just to confuse me.
Psych. People from Denmark are asking me that question, so come on, let's go.
The last names, I guess that'd be funny. If you get married, and you should take your significant other's last name.
Yeah, so my plan is my significant other's last name is actually Morgan.
Yes.
Oh.
So I thought it'd be super funny if when we get married, I take her last name, so I can be Corwin Morgan. And at some point, I'd like to become a captain.
Yeah, and he brought that up at Thanksgiving once, and that was a bad idea.
Oh, dude, my grandma did not find that joke funny. I mean, arms got crossed, stared at me. I guess if you just don't want to be an Emory anymore, then that's fine. I was like, oh boy, that was the wrong.
She was so mad. Nobody spoke for the rest of Thanksgiving.
I was pretty quiet after that.
He just dropped a bomb. It's like, we're all laughing. We're like, would it be funny if you were Corwin Morgan? And she was like,
Grandma, shut that down.
Yeah, she was like, not only would that not be funny, but
yeah.
Like anything.
Guys, I want to play a game. I want to play a game with you guys.
Oh,
I want to hear. I want to hear your currently top 5 favorite pinball machines. We're gonna start with number 5. Buck, you're gonna say your game, and then Luke and Don and I, we're gonna say the winners. Okay, like 3-minute game. So your top 5.
Any games of all time.
Yeah. It not only spooky. Come on, just all the games.
Oh, that's
Buck, number 5 game in your top 5 favorite list.
Future Spa.
Oh God.
Oh, nice. White Buddy.
My vote.
How about you, Luke? Top 5, number 5.
Number 5. I don't know if mine will be in order necessarily, but probably Pirates of the Caribbean would be one of them.
Oh,
I think that one kind of changed
the Stern one or
was.
the JGP one?
The Stern one, I like. Oh man, I almost like to play that more. The ship is cool, but
is it because of the theme or what is it?
The Jizzy Jack one, just because for me, from the engineering aspect, I think that one kind of changed. That one and Wizard of Oz kind of changed what pinball was at the time. I'll give them that.
Wow.
JJP can clip that for their
So a $26,000 Pirates of the Caribbean versus a Future Spa.
To be honest,
that's TNA. So
I like both games. And when you play multiplayer, Future Spa is so much more fun, man. Really, really. But alone, I would say Pirates. I love the Pirates theme. Could you guys be interested in making something with Pirates theme?
Oh, you're talking language now.
We haven't gotten to what my number 1 is yet.
Yeah. His favorite Earth is the Pirates of the genre. Yeah. I mean, we've gone to shows before and we listened to 15 hours straight of pirate stories.
Yep.
Just
No.
History.
like history.
Pirates is my favorite thing in the planet.
What's a pirate's favorite letter? You think it is the C that they
So, Don, which one is the winner?
Future Spa's wider, I think. There's that. I'll give the nod there. I love them both for different reasons.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, Buck, number 4.
Haunted house.
Oh,
What's the theme there?
all right. Have you owned a haunted house?
I will never forgive my father for selling haunted house when I was like, I'm sure he did it to pay some bills here at the time. Now that I think about the timing of when he sold it.
No. Do you want to hear why he did it? Because it was Gottlieb System 80 that was broken all the time. All the time.
That's funny because he's Bug's been looking for a haunted house for a while, and every time I send him one, it's like as sold it is completely broken.
Broken.
Like a lot of times the head's not even attached to the body,
or it's like the most beautiful thing ever, but they want $7,000 or $8,000.
Yeah. Okay, haunted house. How about you, Luke? Number 4.
I'll go with the stereotypical one next. Just the plain old fashioned number 1 of all time, Medieval Madness.
Okay.
I like that. Mechanically, I like it. It just
We're
makes
putting
sense.
really weird games against each other.
Yeah.
Let's see, a perpetually broken Gottlieb.
Gottlieb that never works.
I'm not
But that Gottlieb game, it's a very cozy game to play. I understand, but yeah.
Just trying to win the game.
I don't like this anymore.
He's just on the top 10 list, man.
Sorry, we're not competitive at all.
Okay, this one is Luke's.
Not even a thought. You didn't even hear me out on my side. It's too funny.
Gosh, I gotta think of what else I like.
Yeah. Okay, Buck, number 3. This is your favorite pinball machine, man. Number 3.
God, top 3 gets really tricky, man. Monster Bash.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great pick. Oh, Luke, you're gonna lose this one. Okay, let's hear number 3.
Jack from Mars.
Well,
I was gonna actually, so I can go with this one because it's not our design. It's partially our design, but I was gonna go with Rick and Morty because again, I think it was transformative, but that one was transformative in a theme aspect. I think
it's funny.
Yeah.
So I mean, speech wise, probably some of the best speech of all time, if not the best speech of all time. The actual creator of the show comes in, did all the lines that were written, plus made hours of his own content. I think that one was transformative in a theme aspect because it wasn't the type of theme other companies have done, and it was just so well executed on that.
I mean, it wasn't a 70s rock band. That was
exactly. And it came at a time when it was getting the themes were getting stale. In the industry.
And Rick and Morty was like at the top peak of popularity too.
Timing is still the most incredible thing they ever pulled off in the history of Spooky. Was the timing of when they put out Rick and Morty.
They reached out to us, didn't they? That was didn't Rick and Morty reach out to us? I'm sure they did.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm 89.4% positive.
That's okay. So just a side note, if the community contacted you and said, guys, we want to pay $11,500 if you want to build 500 Rick and Mortys, would you do it?
No. See, that's where I just don't care about money. We have like morals and stuff. And
I've tried. I ask them every week.
He does. He talked to me this morning. The first thing he said to me was like, "Are you guys going to do 1,000 more arcade editions of Evil Dead?"
Why not?
Chrome wire form. It'll be completely different.
Something.
No, I don't know. I like to be the only pinball company out there that's ever been able to be morally sound on not.
It just seems like if you wake up and don't unload an entire handgun into your foot.
Yeah, just don't shoot yourself in the foot every day when you're running a pinball company.
It's running your company.
Yeah, it happens so often too.
I guess for people, it's just like
man. People start a pinball company and they're like, "How can I get to prison the fastest?"
Yeah.
Like, they're just speed running prison. It's like, what are you doing?
I want to steal money, but I want to do it in the most complicated way possible.
Yeah, that doesn't make
not that much.
like why did you have to involve pinball in your Ponzi? Like, what were you doing? It's like,
but when you guys released Evil Dead, what's the car? Delta 88. It's called Delta 88, right? The yellow car. Yeah. When you released it, Don and I actually talked about you guys should make 88 extra Evil Deads for like $15,000 with that car at the left ramp entrance. Something like that. Is that completely out of the table?
No, I've pitched like the SLE idea. We've talked about it. We haven't done it. I don't know. I don't know what I think of.
I would love to have that car in there, or the car could come up from the playfield and you bash the trunk so it opens. I think it gets completely destroyed in Army of Darkness, right? It fell down. It gets completely destroyed.
I'm definitely interested in doing like a sub 100 unit version of the game. That is just insane decked out thing we could do. I'm definitely interested in doing it. I've pitched it. I mean, we throw the idea around. I've thrown the idea around to Don. He knows.
Guys, you have to do it. There are these big you have to do it.
Clip this. We'll put this in the trailer.
You have to do it. There are these big whales out there that want very limited games.
Yes.
If you build 88 Delta 88 versions with the Delta topper, everything, it will sell out in an instant. So do it. Come on.
Guys that are like, hey, dude, I don't care what it costs. It could be $20. We don't care. Make me the coolest version of this that you can possibly dream. Yeah. We may do it at some point. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Meet your fans where they're at.
Yeah, I was going to say, let the people, they can debate this. Yeah. Whoever listens to the show, they can throw their thoughts out there and see what they say.
Okay. That's cool. You're open for the idea. I love it. Yeah. So I hope you listen to some of the WAP shows. I often say, why does Team Spooky not build 2 games a year or release 2 games a year? Have you thought about this? Is the future like that? Is it 1 game only, or this summer you could release the next game and build 400 of the Evil Dead and 400 of the next game, mix it up? How are the plans? Should we talk about it here, or should we talk over to Patreon? Because I have some juicy questions. When are you bumping up to 2 games? Is the next game under $10,000? Is the next game white body? How many flippers? When will you release it? How many games are you working on?
He's got all this stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna answer all those.
He did work.
I think we could actually.
I think we're firmly in Patreon territory at this point. It's been wonderful. Okay. I was gonna stop at 40 and just put everything in there. So let it go, man. Let it fly.
I say you can just keep rolling.
Okay. Cool. So first question, bumping up to 2 games a year.
I appreciate it. So I really appreciate your excitement more than I hope you realize. It's.
I'm loving this, absolutely. But wait, I have one thing I have to just put in here, 30-second clip, okay? Because I really feel bad about this thing I did towards Luke, actually, because of the speech barrier. So Luke, when we talk at the early stages, you wrote to me, I respect the way you carry yourself. Mm-hmm. And I didn't understand what that meant. So I was like, okay. So next day I was talking with my bro and I said, I talked with Spooky Luke, and he said that he respects the way I carry myself. And then my bro, he was like, yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right. We all love you the way you are. And I was like, I still don't know what this means. So what is something with carrying? I didn't understand this.
Luke looks like he could carry himself too.
Yeah. Luke told me I like to hold myself.
Yeah.
He's like, Luke, if you were here, Luke, I would hold you.
I'll carry you. So I asked him, please explain. And then he gave me a perfect explanation. And I was like, whoa, Thank you, buddy. I mean, that's so sweet to say something like that. Now I understand, and I apologize the way I responded, but right now, thank you. I love what you guys are doing.
I don't know what you responded.
Fuck you.
It's like, you must not have been too bad because I don't remember. No, all right. When it comes to the pinball, there's certain people that I like their attitude and the way they go about things. And
yeah, that's so cool. And I'm also sorry because I'm always after you to design Arnold themes, like give me Terminator, give me Conan.
I'm the biggest Arnold fan you've ever talked to. I love him. I love everything he does.
I gotta admit,
Buck, I love you, buddy. This is the best thing. So wait. Oh my God, I have to say one more thing. Okay, we're gonna talk about this, but one more thing. I'm watching a lot of pinball stuff on YouTube. Listen to this. This is heartwarming. Okay, this is not just excitement. I watch a lot of YouTube stuff with pinball, but one video that gave me the biggest impact was a video from Buck and his dad, because I love motorcycles, beautiful women, pinball machines, a lot of stuff. But my biggest passion is movies.
Yeah,
I love I'm a movie geek, and when I heard that Buck, grew up with his dad watching these old crazy movies, I was like, this is so heartwarming. This is so cool. So there's a video out there where Buck and his dad sits down and talks about videos, and you can see on the background, you can see posters, you can see movie DVDs. I don't know, with VHS cassettes. It was so good. I had sex for so long time, okay? And we took a shower, and I got a blowjob in there, everything. I was just dried up, okay? And she went to sleep, and it was like 2 midnight. I was so tired. I was just laying there on the sofa, okay? I was so tired, and this show came up. It was so freaking good. I felt like I was sitting there with Buck and Chuck, and we were watching movies. Oh my God.
Buck has sex for so short time.
I have time for all these movies.
I can verify that. I approve.
Don, I told you this would be Patreon.
I don't know what to answer first. There's a lot.
It was just the whole situation. It was just so.
Can we get this woman on the podcast?
We want to talk.
Of course.
We want to ask questions to her.
Oh man. But I mean, I want
Keith Jengas.
Yeah. You guys' Patreon shows are way wilder than I remember. I listened to all of them. They're not all like this.